guys, Journalists with I'm here back for a video. Today I'll be doing a history video on Cedar Point Part 2 from 2000 to 2025. So let's get started. Cedar Point built the first Giga Coaster Millenniverse Force, in 2000 when it debuted. It was the tallest and fastest complete circuit roller coaster in the world, in the climbing 310 feet and reaching a max speed of 93 miles an hour. In 2002, Wicked Twister opened as the tallest, fastest, and longest inverted impulse coaster of its kind. In its midst of a highly competitive industry with other parks, Cedar Point again set new records the following year with the debut of Trop Thrill Dragster, which opened as the tallest and fastest roller coaster in the world in 2003. It reached a height of 420 feet and a max speed of 120 miles an hour. Kingda Ka at Six Flags Adventure broke both records 2 years later. Max Air debuted in 2005 as one of the second highest giant frisbee rides in the United States. Dan Keller also retired in 2005 as Vice President and General Manager. He was replaced by John H., who had been Vice President and General Manager of Dorney Park and Wildwater Kingdom since May of 2004. In 2006, Skyhawk was built next to Snake River Falls. It is currently the tallest screamer snake in the world. It might be the one at Hershey Park. It just opened, so that record could have been breaking by now. Cedar Point built Maverick, which features a 100-point drop at a 95-degree angle and includes LSIM launch, also known as linear synchronous motor launch, in the middle of the ride, reaching speeds of 70 miles an hour. In 2008, Cedar Point introduced Planet Snoopy's, a kids area constructed on the side of Peanuts Playground. It consists of family and children's rides relocated from Cedar Point's sister park, Geauga Lake, after it closed. The area also consists of a kids-only restaurant called Joe Cool Cafe, which had a small menu for adults. In 2009, Starlight Experience debuted a nighttime LED light extravaganza with floats themed to the 4 sections. The $1 million attraction took place on the Frontier Trail nightly bikini at twilight. In 2010, Cedar Point added a new flume ride on the park's Frontier Trails named Shoot the Shoot Rapids, which include 2 drops and a 3-minute journey through a rustic western themed environment. It was removed in February 2016. Following a history of low ridership and a serious incident in 2013 injuring 7 riders, Windseeker, a 301-foot tall tower, spins riders along the shoreline of Lake Erie, was introduced in 2011. Windseeker did not open on time due to construction delays and opened to the public on June 14th, 2011. Modern Era. On June 20th, 2011, Cedar Fair announced that Dick Densel would retire on January 3rd, 2012, and Matt Ament would become the CEO of the company. Allman was employed by the Walt Disney Company for 17 years, including tenancies as president of Disney Cruise Line and the Disneyland Resort. In 2012, added Dinosaur Alive, a walkthrough section featuring approximately 50 life-size animatronic dinosaurs. It was located on Adventure Island and replaced by the paddle wheel excursion boat cruise ride. Dinosaur Alive was replaced with Forbidden Frontier after the 2018 season. A 6-lane mat racer slide complex called Jackster H2O was added to Soak City. The slides around Jackster's H2O were repainted and the speed slides were disabled to make room for Jackster's H2O. Cedar Point also introduced Fastlane, their version of a FastPass system, and a new nighttime show, Luminous Lit the Night. Cedar Point also removed Wildcat for the 2012 season to make room for Luminosity. This was the first time since 1978 that a roller coaster was removed from Cedar Point. On July 13, 2012, Cedar Point announced the removal of Disaster Transport and Space Spiral. Exactly a month later, Cedar Point announced Gatekeeper, the longest wing coaster in the world, which opened on May 11, 2013. Along with Gatekeeper, a new entry plaza was constructed, replacing the entrance that was built in the 1960s, featuring 2 100-foot tall support columns that the Gatekeeper's trains go through. Cedar Point invested $60 million in its resorts over the next 3 years, starting in 2013-2014 off-season. At the end of the 2013 season, John H. retired as the park's general manager and was replaced by Jason McGlare, the former vice president and general manager of Thorny Park. 2 family attractions called Pipe Scream and Lake Erie Eagles were added in 2014. Along with a pay-to-ride per ride, the ride named Slingshot, Camp Snoopy and the Gemini Midway underwent renovations the same year, and some rides within those areas were relocated and given new themes. In 2015, the stand-up coaster Mantis was transformed into a floatless coaster called Rookaroo, received new trains and a new green and orange yellow paint scheme in the process. Also, the 2015 season, Hotel Breakers received a $25 million renovation. A new roller coaster called Valraven debuted in 2016 as the tallest, fastest, and longest dive coaster in the world. The 223-foot tall ride replaced the 4-year-old Good Time Theater, along with an antique car ride known as Turnpike Cars Kaleidoscope was also moved in the process to the beach around near Gatekeeper, where it was renamed Tiki Troll Raptor, and Top Thrill Drugstore were repainted as well. As the 2016 season came to a close, Cedar Point announced that Mean Streak would close permanently on September 16th, 2016. Although park officials declined to confirm that it was being torn down, the park teased subtle hints over the following year that the roller coaster was, in fact, being refurbished. In August of 2017, officially confirmed that Mean Streak will reemerge as Steel Vengeance in 2018. The park was set to celebrate its 150th anniversary in 2020, introducing a new family boat ride called Snake River Expedition. However, both The celebration and the new rides were postponed until 2021 as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. In April 2021, Carrie Ballman became vice president and the first female general manager in Cedar Point's history after Jason McLaren was promoted to a corporate position at Cedar Fair. Halloween Weekends returned in 2021 with an expanded operating calendar, which includes Halloween Haunt and Trick or Treats Fall Fest. Wicked Twister permanently closed on September 6, 2021 to make room for future development. An incident on Top Thrill Junction in August of 2021 resulted in a serious injury to a guest waiting in line, prompted an investigation by the Ohio Department of Agriculture. The ride was closed the following 2 seasons and announced in 2023 that it would be modified by St. Perla to feature a second 420-foot tower and 2 additional launches in 2024. It briefly opened as Top Thrill 2 after being closed after a few days of operation for the remainder of the season for extensive repairs. On July 1st, 2024, Cedar Fair merged with Six Flags, and the combined Six Flags Entertainment Corporation took over Cedar Point. On September 19, 2024, Cedar Point announced Siren's Curse, the tallest, fastest, and longest coaster in North America, to open in 2025. At the end of the 2024 season, it was announced that Ballman would be stepping down her role as vice president and general manager. Top Thrill 2 has reopened, and it's been working so far. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this Journeys Without a video. If you guys did, make sure you give it a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, and turn that notification bell so you guys don't miss the video. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will come out on Monday most likely. And I'll see. And until then, hope you guys have the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.